Well, they started the party. I wonder how close this was to the last time they did this. It's loud out there, isn't it? Huh. Well, as long as it's not like last time, I guess it's fine, huh? Because that's when the cops came and stuff. Because they were parking all over down the road and stuff. What are they doing? They better not be chasing that cat. Huh. Hopefully they don't see me. Yeah, they were at first. I think they're peeing now, but they were like, there was a cat or something and he ran. Huh. Wonder how big the party's gonna get. Okay, so I wanted to explain this video before I actually showed it. This was a few hours, or no, maybe it was actually like 30 minutes to an hour after the party. They decided to have their own party on our lawn. This was I think this was after the party. This is more than half an hour. This was probably at least an hour, over an hour. And they just stayed on our lawn and had their own little party on our lawn, 3 a.m. Okay? And they were doing that in the car. The one guy was drinking alcohol, beer, on our lawn, outside of the car, sometimes, and he would get back in and then out and in and out and in. So I'm assuming they were probably getting high in the car. I don't know if it's just weed, but they were definitely getting high with something. Based on how, what they were. There were a bunch of movements and stuff, and it wasn't cans all the time. And they kept lighting something. So I'm assuming it was marijuana, but I don't know if that's all it was. But anyway, the one guy would keep sitting down on our lawn and like drink the beer and stuff, and on our lawn instead of going on the house that actually threw the party's lawn. They did it on our lawn. And so my stepdad went out there since he was already here because of, it was that late. Because sometimes he comes at like 1 in the morning after work. Depending on what time. Because sometimes it's 11, sometimes it's 1 in the morning. Anyway, he went out there and told him to leave. And then he went back in the house. And we waited another 10 minutes. And they did not leave. They turned on the car for a second, and then they shut it back off, and then they just stayed like this again. So he called the police, not 911, the other, where you just call the local police since it's not considered an emergency. And he tells them that they're on our lawn, they're drinking the beer, and they got the beer cans all on our lawn and stuff. And their entire car is on our lawn, on the grass part, not even the driveway. So they're ruining the grass as well. Um, and it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes pass. No, probably 20 minutes. 20 minutes pass. Cops still aren't here. He calls them back. They said that the cops like 1 or 2 blocks away or something like that. And by then, this car moved and drove off. You'll see that at the end of this video, to the neighbor's house, which still was the wrong house for the party. They were just doing that just because the house with the original party was done. So they were just doing this on other people's lawns. So they pulled next door and was on their lawn and stayed there with another truck that decided to be there now. And then they stayed there, and then the cop comes like a few minutes later, with a flashlight and everything, and asks them if it's their house or what are they doing and stuff. And they're like, no, it's not our house. And then he says, well, they want you to leave. And then the cop says, I'm going to stay here until you leave. And then the truck and the car drive off, and that's it. That's a big problem too, in and of itself, because the cop allowed them to drive off, no problems at all. He didn't write them nothing. He didn't write them a ticket. He didn't pull them over. He didn't do nothing. He let them drive away, and the cop drove the opposite direction. He didn't even follow them. So basically saying that it's okay that they littered and had beer cans all on our lawn, and the neighbor's lawn, and the other person's lawn. And it's okay for them to drink and drive and be high and drive. I don't know if it was, like I said, I don't know if it was just weed. But either way, that's still illegal, especially when you just did it. Like sometimes, some people will do it after like several hours afterwards. And of course, it's still going to be in their system for like 24 to 48 hours. But they were currently high and drunk. Mainly drunk is the main part. And the cop allows them to drive away with no problem. Allowed them to drink and drive. There's no way in hell that cop talked to them and not smell alcohol on them. No way, because of how much they were drinking at the party and afterwards. And the cop let them drive away. And then my stepdad goes out before the cop leaves and tries to wave him down, and the cop just drives right past. So, I don't know. I don't understand. That makes no sense at all. But yeah, that's why I filmed this. I don't know if I'm gonna the explanations before. Yeah, I'm gonna put the explanation before I show what I filmed. I did get their license plate, but I don't know if it means jack shit because the cop didn't care when they were currently drinking and driving. So why would they care now? Because now they can't prove it. So, but that you can actually see the beer can that they left in the end. So the best they could get them is littering, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to start shit just for littering. But at the same time, I'm going to put this video up at least. So, anyway, I just want to explain it so you understood the video.